Hey, 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 welcome to the loneliest night of the week, Lonely Friday. Welcome to Sam Roberts. Now, here we are, coming off of this nation's great birthday, and we have to find out if we have one of the proudest Americans that this nation has ever seen on the show with us today. Will he make an appearance, ladies and gentlemen? Hot Dog is here. Oh, and he's got the flag hat on. I didn't even do that on purpose. I didn't know.
Neither did I. I just love America that much.
America rules. I mean, you see all these fireworks?
I mean, I live in Harlem, so the fireworks are going off for the next 10 days.
Oh, yeah. And in driveways, too. You don't even need to go to parks, do you? It's just
I don't.
It's just in private residences are putting on great displays. I hope you had a great 4th hot dog if you celebrate, if you're in the United States. I hope you did too. I mean, what a time I had. You know, I had 4th of July and everything. And then I spent this is, a lot of people thought that this was way out of character. I had one little inkling of what I was spending my time doing. And there were some that were shocked that I spent like 3 days out on the beach with the family. It was fantastic. Very, very rustic, almost camping, not glamping, not nearly as fancy as glamping, you know, but just going out there on the beach, very little cell phone service, and just kind of hanging out there, taking in the waves.
It did seem very uncharacteristic.
Say it again. Keep going. No, I don't get it. No, I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there you go. I said it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot that you don't know about me. I don't know why. I'm like an onion, you know. There's a lot of layers to uncover, but it was great. It's just a good time to unplug, assess, center, and remember that there's a reality that exists in your brain and those around you that you don't always have to be connected. There's a disconnection. It's rare and it's hard to come by. And maybe I shouldn't be promoting that disconnection on a YouTube show, but there is this disconnection that I've always found to be very, very good. And I was sitting there, right? And I'm sitting on the beach and I don't have my phone. And even if I did, it wouldn't work. That's the best part. Because even if you say I'm not going to use my phone, you're going to pick, at some point, you're like, I mean, I could just scroll. I could just look. I could just see what's happening. But there's no service out there.
Where the hell were you?
Out on
Netherrealm?
In the Netherrealm. I was out in the Netherrealm for a bit where there's only a few pockets. So I was like, if people found out about this is what could kill social media. The idea of like what life could be without it. This right here is a Twitter killer. And then I found this little pocket. If I found the house that I was staying at, if I sat out on the porch in the corner, there was this area I could get some service, right? So I go, okay, that's right. So I tried to win a pair of shoes. Not successful. That's fine. Served me right. I shouldn't have been at the beach trying to buy shoes, okay? But the point is, I thought that I had found the Twitter killer that everybody's looking for. The outdoors and time with family. But then I found some cell phone service and realized, oh, no. There's another Twitter killer. Threads, of course. Duh. Like, what was I thinking? Duh. Threads is the
Outside with your family.
No, I thought real human interaction and actually spending some time just with your brain, I could come back and say, this is the Twitter killer. But then I realized they already figured out what the Twitter killer is. It's Threads, Meta's version of Twitter. And I go, okay, I was right. And then I put the beach away. I put the family away. I said, we're done with this disconnecting. Let's reconnect because there's it's not really a new way to connect. It's just a new space to connect on. And it's called Threads. Now, I'm convinced that there is some kind of crescendo that we're building to. Because what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we come on here and we say that there is a cage match being organized by Dana White between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. And then sometime between now and then, some news report comes out that says Elon Musk's mom said he can't do the fight. And I said, this is not a true thing that's happening right now. Like, this isn't real life. We're just feeding the beast. Like, this is all being done on purpose, clearly.
It's above us now. Nothing we can do about it.
Right. And then this comes out. Zuckerberg's like, well, I got this product just as people are starting to lose faith in your thing. Not because of anything political, not because of censorship, but because the thing doesn't work. I've got this new thing that's just like your thing, except my thing is called Threads, and you can keep your Instagram name. Does that sound interesting to you? And that's when it got me. Because I go, most of these social media things, I got to sign up just to get Notsam.
Well,
and
you did a 180 when I told you about it.
Well,
and then you found out.
Zucks went like this. No, I got you, dude. And how would you like to bring your check with you? I was like, my blue check? My Instagram.
I don't have to work for this?
Elon took my blue check away. You're saying I can keep my blue check? That sounds fantastic. And where is my blue check special only area? They go, we don't have one of those. I was like, oh, okay. So it's just for show. There's no actually verified tab on Threads. It's Meta's.
No, there is.
A verified
Absolutely
tab?
is. Yeah.
Are
Because
you
I've been paying attention of who's verified that's been following me. You know, I like to do a little head count.
No. You're getting confused. You're thinking of the plebeians verified tab that you can see.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
On Twitter, there used to be a column where you could only see the people who interacted with you that were verified. And it was just a great way to keep the peasants away from the conversation. And you and Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Henry Cavill could all have a conversation going on and just ignore the riffraff. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, there absolutely is. I right here's an activity, all replies, mention, verified. And then under verified is any activity that has to do with me with verified people.
All right, well, great. Yeah. That's 2 points.
Oh, my verified, not Sam, followed you.
You are, I clicked follow all. So don't.
I wasn't special.
No. I clicked follow all when I realized I had to click it. But I mean, yeah, you got to follow on Instagram. It's just that's what this pulled right through. There were a couple of people. It said like you followed this person, and I went, ooh, I don't want to follow. I would never follow that person on a new social media platform. So they say Threads is the most app downloads in a single day ever from Apple. 30 million people signed up in the first day. The whole thing seems very suspicious to me. Like immediately from the time it was announced, Tom Brady's already threading. I go, Tom Brady is instantly. You're telling me that Tom Brady came right out of the Fanatics 4th of July party and went, hey, anybody know any new social media platforms? Found out about Threads, instantly downloaded it and started posting on it. That's what happened. Mr. Beast. Instantly, Mr. Beast is posting on Threads.
Are you implying that they're getting paid, or
there's an agreement here?
I don't think they're getting paid. I think it's definitely
what is Zuck's calling up and just asking a favor?
No, I mean these social media people have relationships already with like the platforms.
Tom Brady is a social media person.
Well, I mean,
the greatest quarterback of all time thought to himself, oh boy, I'd like to stay relevant. Better get on Threads. Is that what you're saying? So Michael Jordan is next. His social media guy just isn't as good. Because Michael Jordan is almost irrelevant because he's not threading. Is that what we're thinking?
I'm saying they've
naive. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
They reached out to all of these blue checkers and celebrities and what do you influencers and they gave him a 5-day. Hey, we're opening this up. We'd love to do this.
Oh, I see. So in your world, they were like, we got the advanced word on Threads, and it is so great that we just have to post all the time. It is so awesome here. This is so much fun.
You have friends. Why don't you just ask them? You have blue checkers. Earlier.
I am one text away from being, hey, McAfee, is the check coming direct from Zuck? Is the check coming direct from Zuckerberg, or is it through a third party, Pat McAfee? What's going on? There's a lot of early adopters that are very, very strong in social media, and it's fishy.
I think you underestimate also, like, people just like to be first to everything because it's, they want to.
No,
be
that's
hip and
true.
cool.
That's true. There are a lot. Not Tom Brady.
Maybe not Tom Brady.
Not Tom
like,
Brady. But Tom Brady, it is, if you were going to pay 5 people, right? We got to pay the first 5. And then after we pay the first 5, everybody will do it. Tom Brady is a good first 5.
A lot of people got early access. Like, one of my boys got early access, and I highly doubt he's getting paid,
Anything.
And
$1. $1.
No, yeah. So it's just, hey, just come in. You can say you were the first one. And isn't it going to be cool? We're going to open it up to everybody.
Oh, they're pushing the social. Like, hey, I mean, if you don't get famous on Threads within the first week, you don't want to be that guy. And they're like, oh,
Right.
I better start threading.
Yeah, I don't think they paid 1,000 people, however much money they had to pay for that. It's a machine. It's a monster already. It's Instagram. It's Meta.
No,
you don't need to at that point.
No, totally. You're right. Tom Brady was just like, I got to post, man.
Yeah.
I just
okay,
love.
Maybe Tom Brady. Maybe Tom Brady.
Tom Brady was just like, I love posting so much,
Text McAfee.
I should. I really should.
Yeah.
Although McAfee, I could see doing it because he got big on Twitter early. So he probably goes like, okay, well, if I'm going to try, I could see that.
Yes.
Not Tom Brady.
Okay, not Tom Brady. You're
Tom
hung
Brady.
up on Tom Brady.
Totally hung up on Tom Brady because that's the part of the argument that I'm like, no. What about Tom Brady?
Maybe Tom Brady got paid, but everyone else probably not.
Wouldn't that be hilarious though? If like everybody else was like, none of us are getting paid, right? And Tom Brady's like, no, I know. so I do love though social media platforms in their infancy, because you are right. Everybody has that thing where they want to be like, people who shouldn't be oversharing just overshare. Like people who don't even tweet anymore are posting like 19 posts on Threads as if
Good morning, y'all.
Where my thread head's at. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, as if you're ever gonna maintain that like relationship. I'm going like, what? Why are we? Because they go like this. Wow, this is going to be what we wanted Twitter to be. How does this end any different than Twitter? Like, how does this not also? What social media platform hasn't become a cesspool?
Keep the deplorables out. Zuck.
What does that mean?
He's trying to keep Threads as positive as possible for as long as possible.
That smells like a big time, like, oh yeah, I'm going to start deleting things that I don't like. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, well.
I mean, but people are acting like we don't know where this goes. Like, this could be, I'm not saying this isn't fun for the first 2 weeks, but what social media platform has ever existed and been like, at the end of the day, it's good that this existed?
Instagram isn't bad.
Instagram has destroyed our whole. I mean, Firefest only happened because of Instagram.
I guess in the sense of like, there's not this like toxicity back and forth going on. There's like fake positivity on Instagram, but it's
well, you can't do the It's no. I mean, I would agree with you had it not been for the. I tell you what, I posted that Quebec clip on my Instagram account. And there's a lot of people who hate Quebec, Canada, that were very toxic in the comments. No, I mean, look, no, I don't mean so much like the baseline of we argue with each other a lot. I mean the detachment. Instagram has led to a pretty serious detachment from reality, no? I mean, that when, the whole, selfie culture is all kind of, I like Instagram. It's my favorite social media by a mile. I mean, I like YouTube the best because you could do shows like this, but I like Instagram too, except it's not like its contribution to society has been like good.
No, I mean, you can't say that about any of them.
That's what I mean.
Maybe MySpace.
The only thing that MySpace did wrong is it led to all these other ones.
Yeah.
Right? That's all. That's Tom was pretty cool. Tom from MySpace. But it's also like,
and everything was your circle. You weren't interacting with strangers on MySpace.
And they weren't trying to collect and sell your data and make sure that you stayed on MySpace for 20 hours a day, which is literally what
Right.
Facebook has done the whole time. And now they're just whatever. You know,
The
people are.
market's there for it, though.
It's true. And people are very excited. People are super excited about this. And that's all that matters, right? I know you're pumped. I don't even know why. Your tweets always have. You've never been a guy who's like, I'm like, oh, yeah, he's really good at Twitter.
No, I never tweet. I just retweet and like.
But even before Twitter was bad, quote unquote, you only retweeted and liked.
Right, yeah.
So-
but now I'm just like, on Threads like mood, and it's like, you know, picture of
Yeah,
someone laying in bed
exactly.
smiling.
Because that's my favorite part of watching. Now everybody knows what social media is. All these other forms of social media, when they started, they kind of had this slow buildup where you didn't, because nobody really grasped the potential of social media. Now everybody understands it. So all everybody does is overshare and overpost when these new things come out. Like, we're all acting like we weren't all posting screenshots of our profiles on Hive like 6 months ago. Do we not? Why are we
What is
acting
Hive?
Hive? Why are we acting like Hive was the thing? You don't even remember Hive. Everybody
No.
was on Hive.
Was that one of those Twitter replacements?
Yes.
Oh no, no recollection. I'm sure I was on it.
Like 2 days ago, people were bragging that they got invites to Blue Sky. You know, Jack.
Oh, it's over for that.
It's done, right?
It's done.
Oh, Jack, I'm sorry.
You can't launch a social media site and have exclusivity and a soft launch where only a few people can come in. Maybe it worked before.
No,
but
I think you're right. I think it worked before. Like, that's how Gmail started. You had to get an invite to Gmail, and you said, but nobody has the patience for it anymore. Nobody's sitting there because now they got Threads. So what do they need the Blue Skies for?
and it's also like the exclusive people get into what a Blue Sky, and then there's no one there. That's the whole point.
Right.
You want people there.
Right. Meanwhile, Tom Brady is giving all his gems on Threads for free.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one thing that Zuck did right. He was like, I have all these people already. I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. Just one click, and boom, your account's there. You don't even have to type in a profile information. Everything's there, and all your friends are there.
If he can get the old people on Facebook to move over to whatever
Oh.
Threads, that could be a big move.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is like Hot Dog said, it's one button, right? You can just connect your Instagram account instantly. You get to keep your username. All your friends can come over with you. Just click follow all so that you follow everybody on your Instagram page. Hopefully they'll follow everybody on their Instagram page, and you'll get to have a built-in audience, which is also very important for these new social media platforms. Elon Musk is apparently, reportedly,
Crying.
wait, I don't know if he's crying. I haven't seen witnesses to say he's crying. But he is saying that he might sue, right? He's flirting with the idea of suing Meta for stealing trade secrets from Twitter, which I find ironic because people are like, oh, Twitter, like, this is just Mark Zuckerberg copying Twitter on his own app. But when Twitter first came out, do you remember what people said about it, Hot Dog?
It was a copycat.
They said, so you're saying this is just Facebook status updates?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all Twitter was. Remember, people forget, before Twitter, Facebook statuses were a thing. It went from AOL, instant messenger away messages, and it kind of blended down into Facebook status updates. And you would update your status. Remember, it would say hot dog is ... and you type something in.
Also, Elon's been there for like less than a year. Who's he to?
He bought the
complain
he
about?
bought the secrets.
Yeah, you bought that. That's like play to win. That doesn't count.
No,
You didn't create
he's lost a lot of money in this thing. Okay, give him his secrets, man. He's lost a lot of money. He's like, if I can sue Zucks, at least I can get some money back. Can you imagine that? He bought Rome while it was burning. What? This was an empire. You're kidding me. It's burning? Why
it
didn't
was
you?
smoking. Now it's like a whole forest fire.
Well, because he was like, somebody quick, give me some very dry leaves. We'll smother the fire. Oh my God, they're making it even brighter. They're making it even bigger.
Remember when the blue check was all about verification and finding out who you were and making sure that there were no bots?
No, it never was. It was always status. And that's
I'm saying,
that's fine. It
No, no,
was
no, no, no.
always
I'm
about
saying-
status, and honestly, it should be, because one of the things that made all these platforms cool was the quest for verification. And don't try to tell me that it's not, okay?
No.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
saying-
Let me tell you something right now.
Mhm.
One time, I was in a McDonald's, right? And these girls took a selfie with each other, but they were right in front of me. They were blocking the door. That's what Instagram has done, by the way, right? It's made it so you just block the door because you're taking a selfie at a McDonald's where the food costs $7. Why would you need to take a selfie? There's a McDonald's on every corner. But they're taking a selfie at a McDonald's. And some people would have responded to that ragefully, but me, I'm a cutie pie. So I jumped in the back of their selfie and just gave them a little photo bomb.
So kawaii.
Right. And just kept walking. And then the girls go, they started laughing. Oh, he got us. And I turned around like this. Right? Just gave him the cool chuckle, right? And they go, oh, well, they go, oh, we'll tag you. What's your Instagram account? I was like, oh, it's not Sam.
They're trying to bag you, man.
It's not Sam. And they searched it, and the whole vibe changed. Oh, they didn't look at follower count. They didn't look at posts. They didn't look at my bio. They didn't look at anything. They just go, what?
How'd that make you feel?
What do you do? Like the fucking man. Like the man.
What'd you say? And you're like, yeah, you know.
They were like, you have a blue check. I was like, oh yeah, I guess.
That thing.
Oh, I don't know. This is before you could buy them. Oh, I don't know. I guess I do. Oh, what do you do? No, I do like. And I was looking at them, right? And they're probably, I don't know, 20. What I don't know. And so I go, I'm not gonna say radio. What am I gonna like? What are they? 50, right? I go like this. I go like this.
Fast.
Podcasting, YouTube, stuff like that.
God.
But what are you going to say? I don't? Are you going to tell me I don't do those things?
But radio still has. That's okay.
I'll tell the Facebook crowd about radio. So,
well, those same girls now, if they looked someone up and they saw a blue check, would probably go from to ugh.
Especially on Twitter. Oh,
yeah,
he's one of those. Oh,
yeah. That's what I was trying to say. And what Zuck, when he was saying pay $10 so we can verify who you are and there will be no bots, that's not what it was about. It was just about him collecting some cash because he needed it.
Well, I don't think
helped one bit.
I don't think Zuck's needed it like Elon needed it.
No.
Right. I mean, Zuck's was like, I mean, if we're charging for verified checks, I'll charge for it. Like I'll take the money. But yeah. Elon was like, I gotta get some money out of this. You can't we're taking them away unless you pay. And then it was like, okay, I'm out. I can't.
Desperate. It reeked of desperation.
Yeah, and no one
wants to be in an app where the guy's reeking of desperation.
Plus, you just got here. I was like, do you even go here? Like, are you serious? So, but there is an issue right now in Threads. I don't know how to pick up any of these fly honeys because there's no DMs right now.
They're working on it.
I know, but there are a lot of comedians looking at this app going, what the fuck am I going to do with this thing? Like, there's no, garbage.
A lot of people don't want DMs, though. A lot of people are like, keep that away. We don't want it.
Oh, because it promotes toxic behavior.
Yeah. I don't get how, but I've seen it. The guy who's running Instagram is now also running Threads, and he's like, these are some features that are coming. You know, we're gonna hashtags obviously, and trends, and DMs, and all this other stuff. But
okay, so here's the question, because there's no doubt in my mind, there's a reason that this launched now. Elon's Twitter limits was the last straw. They were like, as soon as Elon was like Twitter limits, they were like, get this in the App Store now. Go. So do you think they released it? Do you think they had it ready and were waiting on it for like something to go wrong at Twitter? And when they found out about the limits, they were like, yep, now's the time, hit the red button. Or is it not fully ready, which is why those features aren't out, but they were like, doesn't matter. We need something out right now. Just tell them this is version 1. We'll have DMs in version 2. I kind of think probably the latter.
Yeah, they could have waited maybe 2 weeks and had those things up, I'm sure. But they didn't want to wait for another Elon fuck up. This was a really good one.
This was a great one. I mean, look, something is happening here between these two guys that is going to make a great set of docuseries. I mean, they made a docuseries out of the American Gladiators. You mean to tell me they can't make a docuseries out of maybe the 2 greatest gladiators that we're seeing fight each other? And neither one of them can figure out VR. Tim Cook is over there with Apple goggles going, you guys fight amongst each other. But I don't know. There's just something.
People in the history.
And as you go down the rabbit hole, there's so many instances, there's so much footage of the 2 of them sniping at each other. Elon and Mark Zuckerberg. Zucks was on Twitter posting the Spider-Man meme of the 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other. Like, come on, dude. You never tweet. You never have been here. Now you're doing this?
That was his first tweet in 11 years.
I mean, come on. I seen a clip of Elon on Tucker Carlson from way back, and Tucker was like, I mean, I take Mark Zuckerberg at his word, and Elon was like, oh, do you? And it's like, oh, okay. There's something going on here. There's a battle.
Zucks is bringing out the troll in him.
He is. But no. Elon's bringing out the troll in Zucks.
Oh, no, yes.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. But I don't know if Zucks is the troll level that Elon is.
I don't know. I think Elon, I mean, look, I'm a little biased here.
Of course you are. Because your friends are. You don't even have any skin in the game. You just go with whatever your friends go with. But go on.
Well, first of all, Mark can beat him up, and
yeah. Because I heard somebody say that last night while we were out.
But I think he's just maybe like leaning into like he used to not be the cool one, and like out of the billionaires, right? Like everyone used to just dunk on Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
And now it's like the tides have turned where like people are just dunking on Zuck, and I think he's just trying to ride on that anti-Zuck stuff so he could look like anti-Elon stuff so he could look like the cool billionaire. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But
yeah, I also got somebody's got to give me a lesson on how these algorithms are going to work on Threads. Because I'm not going to just sit there and post like, I mean, people are going back to like day one Twitter. People are going back to like, Cheerios for breakfast. You're like, why are you posting this? Why are you doing this?
My favorite is every new account is either, is this thing on? That's their first.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on, guys. We're better than this. We're better than this.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody out there? Hey, Threads, anybody out there? Oh, come on. Because also, if you're on Twitter and you get like 6 replies to a tweet, it's like, But if you're on a new thing and you get 6 replies on the new thing, it's like, oh, I'm really picking up steam here. Look at me. I'm really building up a head here. This is good.
Sam, I'll have you know, I have 200 followers on Threads. That's a big guy.
How many do you have on Twitter?
2,000.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Right, exactly. Oh. Well, I can't wait to see how it all turns out. This, to me, was Battle of the Week. I know who the winner of the week was. The winner of the week came through in a way that I've been waiting for somebody to come through for our country. And he does it every year. And every year, he does it a little bit better. Hot Dog, you can't be surprised to find out. I'm talking about the man. I'm talking
I'm
about
not surprised.
Joseph Chestnut. Also, this guy here, he does a hell of an introduction. But Joseph Chestnut, he came to Coney Island on July 4th, like he does every year. and shoved his mouth full of dogs and walked home with that big gold belt once again. And I bring up Joey Chestnut to bring up the fact that we need more of this. We need more examples, all right? It doesn't matter what the activity is. It doesn't matter if the activity happens to be eating hot dogs and people thumb their nose at an activity like that. The point is, American greatness still exists. And the generations that are younger than even us, hot dog, can look at this and say, oh, greatness is still possible. Understand this. Joey Chestnut, he downed 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes on the 4th of July. This was actually, he was projected to do like 71, 72. He only got to 62 because of delays, which we will talk about. But even with the delays, 62 hot dogs in that belly led to the championship. This is his 16th championship at this event.
Woo!
And he has won the last 8 in a row. He's 8-peated this thing. Nobody has come close. There was a time where he had competition, but nobody even discusses the competition anymore. This might as well be called the Joey Chestnut Nathan's Famous, because they're sponsoring it, obviously, hot dog eating contest. It's keeping ESPN in business, for God's sakes. They got no money left. They fired everybody except that announcer and Joey Chestnut.
What happened? I'm not a hot dog eating fan as you are, but what happened to this guy, the Japanese dude, Kobayashi or whatever his name is?
Kobayashi's time came and went. The game changed, okay? Kobayashi was the man. I mean, I want to say in the, maybe even in the late 90s, but early 2000s, it was Kobayashi's game to lose. But Joey Chestnut came in and completely changed the way the game is played, just downing 70 hot dogs at a time. That's 7 a minute for 10 minutes without breaking a sweat. Well, he would break a sweat. He looked really uncomfortable at the end of it. But the point is that he could do it. Wait till you hear what happened. I mean, you remember what happened last year, right? You remember this event? This was last year, and you remember he choked out a guy mid hot dog eating contest. Chokes him out. This guy comes in, tries to get some attention, chokes him out, goes right back to eating hot dogs. This is mid competition. See his numbers up there: 17, 10,
He's still
12,
won.
13, 17. He goes right back to it, chokes him to death. I think that was a murder, I think. Chokes him to death, and then goes right back to eating hot dogs. He won. He won his 7th in a row, 15th last year. This year, people wondered if he was going to be able to get it done, because here's what happened. You know, you guys, for those of you in New York, you got to know that 4th of July, the weather was not dependable, okay? So the women go up there, and by the way, look, I don't want to get controversial here, but you talk about male and female sports.
Watch it, Sammy.
I know, but all I'm saying is the women's champion does 39. Joey Chestnut did 62 on a bad day. Okay?
No game ain't real like that.
I'm just saying. So
Joey Chestnut.
Sean Hannity's going to run that clip. See? So the women do their thing up there, right? And the men come in, and they have 12 p.m. time slot, right? Noon is when this hot dog eating contest is going to happen.
Time.
Right. But it pours raining. It starts raining. And they're running a risk of not doing the competition. They said, we're not going to, you know what? We can't do it.
Why?
We're rained
That
out.
would help out.
I don't know. In all the years of doing the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, they never got a tent. I have no idea why they wouldn't simply have a tent. That's all they would have to do. You wouldn't need to move anybody. You just put a tent up, and then you also put a tent up over where the cameras are. And that would allow you to do this hot dog eating contest in the rain. It's not like a baseball game where you need the field, right? You'd be okay. Just put it.
And even in baseball, there are other sports where they can allow a little bit of rain.
I've seen football be done in blizzards.
I think a hot dog eating competition can be done in the rain. Plus, it makes the hot dog a little bit more slippier. It's easier to swallow.
Slippier.
Yeah.
They said they said, if you say so, hot dog, you'd know. They said there was lightning. There was all this stuff. Again, I don't know why they wouldn't have some. I mean, this is a very important event every year. You'd think they'd have a plan B. They didn't have a plan B. They said they were going to cancel it. There were rumors that Joey Chestnut himself said, oh, no, I'm getting all the guys and we're going out there. Now, this rumor was just a tweet that went out and people were like, well, that's true. I don't know that it was true that Joey Chestnut himself did it. But what I do know is, rain be damned, the fans didn't go anywhere. They said, no. We came to see greatness be great. Okay? This is like the Kentucky Derby, except if the same horse won it every single year.
It's an old horse.
And still running just as fast as it's ever run. So they delayed this thing 2 hours and actually had the men go up there at 2 p.m. I mean, dude, you'd have to imagine preparing your stomach to ingest 60 to 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes is probably, like, you can just show up, right? You can't just not, I wasn't going to do this. I had breakfast, but like 10:30 decide I'm going to roll up. Like, you have to be planned to the minute, I would imagine, in terms of how to empty your stomach, how to, when you should be eating last. Like, this is all meticulous. You don't win this 8 times in a row. There's got to be a science to it. He won 8 times in a row, 16 total. So they have to delay it till 2. That's why I think that he got 62 in instead of like 70, because that's 2 hours of who knows. Maybe he was not eating. Maybe he had a bite to eat at 12:30 and then realized, oh, we are going to do it. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, he ate a bagel or something.
Exactly. Exactly. But regardless, because of Joey Chestnut, because even if it wasn't Joey Chestnut, even if it was just the fans that made it happen, the fans were there because of the inspiration that Joseph Chestnut has given all of them. And
he looks like Rocky at the end of a movie right there.
It's way more impressive than Rocky. Almost died in the ring. Joey Chestnut wins. Okay. Rocky lost a lot of fights. Joey Chestnut's won 16 of these. And then when he's not eating hot dogs, he's eating other shit. A lot of it.
He doesn't stop eating?
Bro, he does eating competitions all year round.
I did not know that.
Yes. He's the real deal. He's keeping the competitive eating industry afloat. By the way, it's hilarious. If you look at the backdrop, look at the last dramatic 30 seconds of this eating competition. Look at him. He's in pain, but look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. I don't even know why they're showing Webb. He's not even close.
All these jabronis.
37, 42, 45, 46, 60. It's not close. And I heard people saying, oh, I think that this is going to be the last year for Joseph Chestnut. Oh, I don't know if he's got another one in him. He is so far ahead of everyone in this thing. And look at he could take off. He could just stop. And he doesn't. 62 down. And there he is. The fans out to see him, washing him down with some water because he's not going to drink water during that 10. And
no Coke?
Well, I think it's probably just the logo on the cup. It's probably water because that would leave you very bloated, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, because the 62 hot dogs won't do that.
Well, the carbonation wouldn't help at that point. I also love that it is sponsored by Pepsid.
What is that?
Pepsid is acid indigestion medicine. I think that's very cute.
Hey, they didn't know their market.
Yeah. Joey Chestnut has been on the record. He says that he terrorizes toilets after competitions, which I can't even
see that.
You want to see that?
Sure.
Oh.
I want to see what kind of turds are coming out.
Okay.
Must be ungodly.
I think they're ungodly, quite frankly. I think they're the shit. Literally. I mean, come on. What else do we have left?
Besides,
we need
Joey
this.
Chestnut.
We need this on July 4th. What else do we have left that we can just get together, celebrate? At some point, it's either going to be like, you know, Joey Chestnut, the whole hot dog competition is either woke or racist or something. I mean, it's the last thing that we've got. Let's celebrate it together.
Gone woke.
Exactly.
What do you think happens after this, Sam? After he retires, he hangs up the jersey. What happens to America?
You know, they got a real problem here. I also would imagine that this hot dog eating competition is the only thing keeping Nathan's in business as well. There are a lot of businesses that are hanging on Joey Chestnut being there. Because, I mean, people have tried. Eater X showed up. I don't know if you remember Eater X. He would show up in his face paint. Like, people have tried to do gimmicks, you know? People have tried to show up and be the guy where it's like, oh, it's fun to see them. But Joey Chestnut is just pure skill. That's it. It's just pure greatness. And there's no replacing that. I mean, what do you do? Who's his Kobe? Who's his Kobe? Jordan had Kobe. Who's his Kobe?
We'd have to retire the hot dog eating competition and find some other food.
Or just try to get Hot Dog to retire.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, B-Herb says, imagine Joey Chestnut leaving a post-competition upper decker. Maybe that's how he retires. Just at one last upper decker.
Salute it.
And says goodnight one last time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how old he is. I don't know how long he can keep doing this. But this guy is a legend on a level that we just don't have anymore. So Joey Chestnut had, I think, we saw the biggest battle of the week. We saw the biggest win of the week. Should we talk about who took the biggest L of the week?
Who would that be?
It's Britney, bitch.
It's Britney, bitch.
Britney, bitch. Poor Britney. I mean, we're trying to work it all out. So this Victor Wembanyama, who I didn't even really know anything about until this week, until like yesterday, #1 draft pick, French fella. Am I right, Hot Dog?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Is that your stomach?
Yeah, I was just thinking about the hot dogs.
The Spurs #1 draft pick, rookie sensation, Victor Wembanyama. He is walking through this Las Vegas lobby. And then 2 different stories happen. One story is that pop sensation Britney Spears had seen him earlier. Now, I didn't know that Britney left the foyer. I thought that she was still just making dance videos in her foyer.
In lockdown.
But I suppose, yes, I thought she was still locking down, just whatever, 14 days to just stop the spread. But I think that she is, since she's now free, she's out and about in Vegas. And, you know, this Victor Wembanyama is walking through with, I think, some other Spurs team members. And he says that he was told, if anybody shouts your name or anything, don't stop. Because once you stop to say hello to one person, take one picture, it becomes a whole scene. You won't be able, we won't be able to get anything done. We don't have security for that. You just have to keep plowing through.
He's new to America and he's new to fame. So
being new to fame is, and he's new to America, he's new to fame, and he's new to American fame, which is the weirdest thing that the world has seen. Like, what the hell is going on here? What is this scenario? So this is one of the two. Is that Britney Spears saw him earlier in the day. And then they were at the same hotel. And then they went to a restaurant. And she saw him again. He was going to the same restaurant. So she said that she simply walked up to him and politely tapped him on the shoulder, and a security guard backhanded her across the face, which seems way overzealous to somebody.
Britney.
I mean, she gave us crazy. She gave us all these robot dances.
I'm a slave.
Oh, came out with the snake. She made boys into men.
Kiss Madonna.
She made out with Madonna, and then Christina did too, but nobody remembers that one. So it happened literally 5 seconds later. Nobody talks about it. Poor Christina. So people are outraged. They're like, I can't believe this happened to poor Britney Spears. We got to free Britney again. This is terrible.
A national treasure. You can't just come to America.
No,
French.
And start beating up our pop stars. You can't do that. You can't, as a French man, come to America and hire a guy to assault former pop stars. We don't get down like that. And I don't care,
Almost
male,
assassinated.
female. Yeah, quite frankly, yes, hot dog. She was almost assassinated. I don't want to see this happen to Britney Spears. I don't want to see this happen to Tiffany. I think we're alone now. I don't want to see this happening to Kylie Minogue, even though she's a lot bigger overseas than she ever was in America. But still, I don't even want to see this happening to Avril Lavigne. It shouldn't happen to former pop stars, okay? Now, unfortunately, and then she goes, I want a public apology. Britney says this. And also they filed a report with the police. Now, the police came back and said there won't be any charges. And I go, that's interesting that there won't be any charges. Because then this witness comes forward and he goes, well, I saw what happened. And it wasn't 100% in line with what Britney said happened. And they go, oh, well, what did you see happen? And they said the Britney Spears, he didn't even know it was Britney Spears at first, but she saw Wemby walking through the lobby and started shouting in a British accent at him.
Oh.
And then when he didn't respond, she ran up to him and got right in their space, and that the security guard just tried to brush her off, and he hit her, and she started screaming at the security guard still in a British accent. And
I did not read the British accent part.
Yeah, and I saw that guy give that statement on multiple shows. Like, he gave it to TMZ, he gave it to one of the news networks, he gave it all over the place. So then this video comes out. TMZ scored the video. You can already see, like, Wemby is just trying to go to dinner, but this is Britney over here, see, in the green. And she's like, hey, 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 hey. And the guy's like, so she's there, like, yelling, and the guy just kind of swats her hand out of the way, it looks like, and then might accidentally make contact with her face as well as he's trying to swat her away.
To me, it looks like he swats her hand, but he makes her hand hit her face.
Oh, it's possible. And now Britney's, acting like, I can't believe. And I believe that the witness says she was screaming, "This is America," in a British accent.
I mean, is she wrong?
No, this took place in Las Vegas. It was indeed the United States of America.
Yeah, American royalty shall not be abused that way. You can't just backhand someone. It doesn't matter who you are, the number one draft pick. You can't just backhand Britney Spears.
It does look like he might have slapped her hand into her face.
Yes. So, I mean, she wasn't, it's not a lie if that was the case, but it's
she didn't
a
simply,
little bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah, I simply tapped him. It looks like you did more than that. And to say simply means that you didn't do more than that. Simply means that's it.
All I did was
right. All? No, I mean that's one of the things I did.
One of the things.
One of the things was I tapped him. Yes. Isn't like Britney Spears one of these celebrities who like went through that whole thing of being harassed in public places and not being able to find peace wherever she went, and no matter where she was, somebody was trying to get a piece of her? Wasn't that like, isn't the song "You Want a Piece of Me" about that? Wasn't that Britney's whole thing? Like, was it, and I'm not even saying that's not true, but isn't she one of the celebrities? Like, they're saying that was one of the things that made Michael Jackson go crazy. Remember, he did that song "Leave Me Alone." They wouldn't leave him alone. that everywhere that Britney went, she was dehumanized. Remember the documentary came out about Britney and the paparazzi is on there going, oh, come on. She liked, she benefited from it too. And we were all like, what a scumbag that paparazzi was. And
there's levels to it. I don't think, I mean, you look at that video, he's not being swarmed. He's not anywhere near the celebrity status that she was. He's surrounded by paparazzi, and it looks like it's just her going up to him at that point.
She was shouting at him, and he didn't turn around. If somebody is shouting at you,
maybe, and
you don't turn around, take a hint.
He didn't know it was Britney.
Because of the British accent?
Yeah.
Wait till he's French. He doesn't care. First of all, he's like, how old is he? 22?
20, I think. Oh, let me look it up.
He's a 20-year-old guy from France. That means that he was born in 2003. What's he eating?
Okay.
Why does he care about Britney Spears?
I care about Britney. Well, I'm 30.
Bro, you're not 20, hot dog. You're not a kid. Understand.
I did forget that.
You're too old to play in the NBA, even if you had skills. You got to understand that these rookie sensations that this is your problem, hot dog. You hear about a rookie sensation and you're like, oh, like me. No, you are no longer a rookie sensation, my friend. Those years have long passed you. This man,
still Britney Spears.
He didn't grow up with Britney Spears. He doesn't remember a time. Remember before Taylor Swift? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I didn't.
How does that feel?
Prince wasn't my time either. But if Prince was running behind me with a British accent,
let me tell you right now, Prince ain't running through a lobby in a British accent and being left alone. He's Prince. I mean, before he passed, obviously.
Sure, but it's someone before my time.
Britney's not.
And I didn't know. And
look,
I didn't know who it was.
Hot dog. God bless Britney. She's not Prince.
Okay, but she's still. I don't know. I feel like she's still international.
Prince did the soundtrack to Batman. Britney did the soundtrack to Crossroads, starring Britney Spears. Okay.
All I'm saying is, if only he knew, and I'm sure she thought, oh, if he knew that I'm who I am, he would stop and take a photo with me. So she was trying to get his attention because she knew once he turned around, he would be okay with it.
He's not sitting there. He hasn't made one statement going, oh, man, I can't believe I missed that opportunity. Not one.
No, he seems he's bothered by it. Like,
of course, he doesn't want to meet Britney Spears. He doesn't care. He's never listened.
White woman. They're like, it's Britney. He's like, okay.
I guess. Like, what? I don't know who that is. Okay. I'm not like, he knows who Britney Spears is, but he doesn't care, is my point.
Yeah.
Like, if Prince ran up to you and was like, hot dog, I want to get a picture, you'd be like, all right, this is really weird. Like, you wouldn't be like, this is so cool. If he was like, hello, hot dog, it's me, Prince. You'd be like,
is that how you sound?
You go like, this is sad.
Yeah, but okay.
You think Britney Spears wanted former pop stars shouting? Can you imagine if...
But it was Madonna.
But it wasn't Madonna. Can you imagine if Menudo, not Ricky from Menudo, the other Menudos, were yelling at Britney, going like, Britney, stop right there. You're going to be so excited. It's us, the other Menudos. No.
I'm just going through what was probably going through her head. She didn't think it was harassment. She thought, I'm Britney.
Well, that says it all, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Can you imagine? Who would have thought, dude, the Britney that we grew up with, that Britney would get to a place where not only was she not being bothered in a Las Vegas lobby, but she was getting swatted away from celebrities. Oh, poor Britney.
It hurts. It hurts the pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's still Britney, though. It's,
Look, she's still Britney.
But she's not hot with the youngins. Dude, all that is.
Dude, she was out of line. She was out of line.
I don't think she was.
You can't be shouting through a lobby trying to take a picture with somebody. She knows that.
We only have that one person saying that, though. I didn't see any shouting in that video.
Well, I turned the volume down because I didn't want TMZ to try to do some weird copyright stuff on me. Look, she's chasing him. You can't
Excuse me.
You can't be doing that in a lobby. Pushing through. You can't.
That's what I did to Logan Paul at the WrestleMania hotel.
I know. And if somebody had swatted you away, I'd been like, yeah, hot dog, you were out of line. You were hanging out of my rental car window trying to get a picture of Logan Paul. I was only hoping that it ended like Heredity.
I was like this outside the car.
To get a picture of Logan Paul?
Not with,
Of.
Yeah.
And if I was like, no, Logan, like I work here, it's okay. He would have been like, if you work here, you should know better. What are you doing?
Loser. Yeah.
What is it? What is this? This is out of line. You're out of pocket right now, bro.
Maybe I'm just like kind of mad that these youngins aren't showing. I mean, I guess not. The word isn't respect, but like
Reverence is the word you're looking for.
I guess, she was a big deal.
Look, I would love to meet Britney Spears. I'd sit her down. I ask her all kinds of questions. I go, have you ever noticed, Britney? Every time you try to fly, you fall. Without your wings, you feel so small. I guess I need you, baby. She'd go like, oh, that's my favorite song too. I love that song.
I think it's also the fact, and it always becomes like a selfish thing where if I see a younger celebrity not showing reverence to someone that I would show reverence to, because they're younger and it's past their time, it reminds me that time is passing by.
Yeah, because you think you're a rookie sensation.
Yeah, 20 years ago, anyone would have stopped by. I'm like, oh my God. And now it's like, who are you, old lady? Get out of here.
Yeah. Who are you going to stop for? Olivia Rodrigo? She's not famous. Who are you going to stop for? Harry Styles? Big deal.
You probably would stop for them.
Of course he would stop for them. They're famous. They're huge deals. Are you kidding me? Poor Britney.
Getting old.
Poor Yeah, this isn't about Britney anymore, is it?
No.
Yeah. Well, it's a big week. Winners, losers, battles. If you want to contribute to the show tonight, super chat in. Every super chat gets acknowledged here on Sam Roberts Now. Don't forget, Notsam Wrestling live coming to Detroit, the Detroit House of Comedy on SummerSlam Saturday. The Detroit House of Comedy is only a block away from Ford Field. So if you want to come hang out, I'll be there. Hot Dog will be there. 5 p.m. show. We'll get you out in plenty of time to walk a block over to the stadium. Head to SummerSlam if you're going. It's going to be a great time. You know we always do extravaganzas when it comes to live podcasts. So be there or be square. You can get tickets now at notsamlive.com, notsamlive.com to see Notsam Wrestling August 5th, Saturday in Detroit, Michigan, 5 p.m. Even if you're not going to SummerSlam. If you're just a Sam Roberts Now fan who's in Detroit or is not in Detroit, you can travel to Detroit. Everybody's welcome. Come on down, grab a ticket, notsamlive.com. And if you want to contribute to the show, super chat in. Six Crow, always appreciate the contribution. B Herb, 76. Hellraiser series breakdown, at least the first two. The only thing with the Hellraiser series breakdown is that you kind of have to do all of them, and it gets real wonky. I'd have to spend a lot of time researching, but I'm pretty sure that you have requested that before. So I probably will end up doing it at some point. And then he writes, F, Marry, Kill, Joey Chestnut, hot dog, or an actual hot dog. F, Marry, Kill, Joey Chestnut, hot dog, an actual hot dog.
These choices are getting more
pathetic
every week.
I'd have to F the actual hot dog because it's an inanimate object. There'd be no awkwardness, no weird feelings. Like hot dog, you and I being intimate together would be so inevitable but weird.
You could eat the wiener and then you just use the bun.
I don't know if that would be. I'd have to see what that would probably be against regulations. But if so, that'd be awesome because then you could. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna.
Works out.
And then in terms of marrying, well, obviously I would marry Joey Chestnut. He's got all that hot dog money, all the Nathan's money. So Kill would go. Ooh, geez, Sorry, hot dog. I didn't realize.
Two more options or just one? Just the one?
Just the one.
Just me?
Didn't realize that was going to happen. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same too.
I'd hate to hear that. Sorry, bud. Bo Knows Zombies writes in, Sammy, big fan. You're 3 for 3 with the shirts. We got something cooking, by the way. We may have a Detroit exclusive Not Sam shirt.
Ooh, you in the kitchen, Sam?
I'm always in the kitchen. I stay in the kitchen. I sleep in the kitchen. Okay? All we do is cook.
Okay.
Okay? You're 3 for 3 with the shirts. I'll be rocking the summer one at the UPWA Summer Showdown in Wilmington, North Carolina. Yeah. Yeah, I got to figure out distribution on the T-shirts. But we've got a design in mind that I think could be a lot of fun. Jeffrey Townend writes in, happy Calgary Stampede, everybody. Love Calgary Stampede. Remember the crowd at Calgary Stampede?
Was that the 5-on-5?
Yep. You know who doesn't remember Calgary Stampede?
Who?
Wemby. Nope. Rookie sensation, bro.
No, he's a youngin'.
Zetar, appreciate the contribution, my friend. Always good. Hey, listen to me when I tell you. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got content going up all the time. Also, subscribe to Notsam Wrestling on YouTube. That's our secondary channel with all the wrestling content, interviews, podcasts going up there all the time. Between
They
now,
should.
huh?
Oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, hit me. I was gonna close it out.
I was gonna say they should follow you, obviously here on YouTube,
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, and
I'm on Threads. I'm not Sam on Threads, and I'm verified, so there'll be no confusion. I got the blue check, so you can go on Threads and go, oh. It'll be great. Jim and Sam back live Monday. Not Sam Miguel says, see you Monday. I'll see you then, my friend. You got 5 styluses. You might as well use them. I'm going to cheers with you later.